Hello, everybody. Welcome to Stellar Entrepreneur Show at womenlines.com. Yes, friends, Women Lines is an online magazine on a mission to create as many women leaders across the globe. We are publishing content on health excellence, leadership, and business excellence. And we are inviting experts in our shows so that women can get inspiration from them and achieve their goals. So today we are having somebody from Australia. So yes, we are having business coach Annie Gibbins from Australia. As the founder and CEO of the Women's Business Incubator and the Women's Business Tribe, Annie Gibbins is a passionate and purpose-driven entrepreneur, a CEO, Global Women Success Catalyst, podcast host, speaker, best-selling author. And as a founder of the Women's Business Tribe, Annie is a digital powerhouse helping to push the limits of what is truly possible. Amazingly, she has achieved her success while raising her family of 5, including 2 sets of twins born 26 months apart. Take a note, friends. Welcome, Annie, to the show.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor and joy to be sharing with you today, Charu.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. So, Annie, please share about yourself, your business, and yourself as a person.
Thank you, Charu. Well, I am as you said in my introduction, I'm the CEO of the Women's Biz Tribe. And so that allows me to coach women from all around the globe to be able to achieve financial freedom, right? So when you have financial independence, you then have freedom to make choices. And I'm all about making choices that empower you to be the best version that you are. And I set up this organization after being a CEO for probably 12 years in the health education sector. So I was originally a registered nurse, and then I did a master's of education, and then I did business. So I did an unusual journey to become a businesswoman. And that was probably because I'm female, right? Because if I was a man and I did an MBA straight out of school, I would have done a direct path to business. Right. But I didn't. I was a woman, and I had 5 children, as you said, including 2 sets of twins. So I had to do things in stepping stones. And so I had a very interesting career journey, which has been absolutely amazing. And often the road less traveled is quite fascinating, right? And you learn a lot along the way. And it has now made me quite unique in the market, that I'm now very much that right blend of, business coach and life coach, seeing women holistically, being able to meet them through the challenges that are life that are real. And so I suppose that edge of being very raw and authentic and understanding how challenging things people are and situations are, but how you can actually make the impossible possible anywhere in the world just by, approaching things in the right way.
Fantastic and so true. I'm sure through a unique journey and various experiences, you must have learned amazingly. And that learning must be helping you to coach women today. So what are the 3 most important habits for a successful entrepreneur? Can you guide us?
I think the habit straight away is to always frame your day expectantly of things happening. And so therefore to wake up and really spend time centering your day to believe that, everything is possible, everything is achievable. I suppose getting that half glass full perspective in life and to actually be able to approach the day in that way. When you do that, you have that positive optimism for the day. You also have discipline and so forth. So I think framing your day every day in a positive way. I think also another habit that I have is actually just being intentional with my day. And so I've coached and interviewed people from around the world who are successful, and they all have this approach that despite all of the obstacles and challenges that can happen in any day, they are very disciplined in the way they approach their day, that they actually, will always do the things that are challenging straight up first. They'll be able to then have the discipline to do them even if people are not watching, right? So they're focused on the task at hand and being able to apply that to the day's routine. So I think being optimistic, being disciplined in the day, and then I also think being collaborative. And I've seen a lot of my success and those around the world by actually collaborating with others. There's so much more power and results if you collaborate over compete, right? So by able to build your networks, which builds your net worth, by able to collaborate with other people to be able to see where the synergies lie, I've been able to champion a lot of success by the collective rather than the individual.
Wow, fantastic point, Sani. I love the point, the power of intention. I strongly believe. Take a note, friends. Power of intention can really be magical for your day. And eating the frog the first thing in the morning, I think that's something which is really powerful. And if we get that in habit, I'm sure we can have many multiple ticks in our to-do list throughout the day. So yes, fantastic answer, Annie. So much to learn from you. Uh, Tell me, as per your experience, what are the biggest challenges entrepreneurs are facing today, and you have faced yourself, and how you have solved those challenges?
I think one of the biggest challenges is actually just believing in the future model of your business. I think a lot of people have, created their business through blood and sweat and tears and the way it has been. And with the pandemic and the changes, it's actually twofold. It's one, the belief that your business can adjust and pivot and turn and grow in a new world, right? It's in a new context. So I think there's the belief that, your business will survive and will adapt to that new world. There's also your ability to harness the requirements of that new world. And so therefore the businesses that have grown significantly, including mine and a couple of my businesses, because we immediately adapted to a pandemic, the pandemic. And so the ability to then go fully online, to go fully global, to be able to see where the opportunities are, because I think as entrepreneurs, it's really, it's more important for us to keep the essence of why we've gone into that business and what it is we're trying to achieve. And sometimes that can cloud your view. It is a wonderful driver, but it can also cloud your view on how to adapt and still keep the essence of your business while being able to make sure that you are fit for the future that we are inheriting.
Well said. So, yeah, I mean, getting adapted to all the challenges. Like right now, we had COVID for last 2+ years now, and those who have adapted, I'm sure they must be having more opportunities as globally we are together in the digital world. So that's
Yes.
a valid point, and friends, do take a note that having a mindset to get adapted to whatever situation is the only way to survive and to keep going on. Thanks for sharing that.
And it's refreshing and it's encouraging and it's exciting. Before the pandemic, I was a business coach just in Australia. In fact, not just Australia, I'm in Sydney, and I just assumed I'm a business coach in Sydney. And so when the pandemic happened, not only did I then go, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to go online, and I immediately thought, oh, now I'll do all of Australia. And then, that mind shift of, actually, I can have clients anywhere in the world once I'm online, and then the whole world literally does open up to you. So it doesn't matter if it's a world of coaching that I'm in, or if you're online retail shop, any other business, you can have different side revenue streams. You can adapt and still keep the true essence, but it really does open a whole world of opportunities. And an example of that is one of my businesses is a training college, and before the pandemic we had like 160 students, and now we've had more than 2,000 students. And so that's because suddenly you go, oh, I've got a global mindset, right? I've capitalized on opportunities which will change. They might be government grants because of the pandemic. They might be new partnerships because other people have adapted and they're ready when previous partners were not ready. And so there are so many variables that when you're looking for the future and you're looking for being in the, not just, the unimaginable future, but the what is tomorrow doing? If you're always a step ahead and leaning into that empowered future and that future of opportunity, there's incredible growth that can actually happen.
Beautiful share, Annie. I so much believe in this. And this mindset can be really magical and helpful to all women entrepreneurs across the globe, because together, collaborating is the other point which I've mentioned. It can be magical, and having the mindset to work globally, it's full of opportunities. World is full of opportunities. We are all same. I believe we are all same, connected together. So it's all about changing the mindset, and then things can work for you. So, Annie, I would love to know more about your work. So, what makes your company stand out from all the other businesses in your niche? Can you share?
Yes, I think a lot of businesses, like in my sphere, they're either a business coach or they're a life coach, and they have a program and they have a specific program, and there's nothing wrong with that. Step-by-step program, people enter and people leave, but they're often in a very generic sort of model. I suppose my business stands out from the crowd because I've got it has options for people to come in and have a personalized service. So when they come in, I have 4 different incubator programs. For example, I've got a start up your business incubator, scale up your business incubator, business domination, where you become the default solution in a niche market. And then I also have a program called Life by Design. And so while I have those programs, and they've got 8 modules each, and the clients work through those modules, I adapt that with, weekly webinars. I've got, probably 30 different webinars per month that people from around the world can tap into. So they have the content, but they can adapt it to their personal context. So I think that is really unique. And then also, they also get my personalized engagement of all of my business and life experience, juggling 5 children, including 2 sets of twins, navigating 3 degrees to C-suite. I think having someone with such personal journey who's open and engaged in trying to make sure that they get the best outcome for their unique circumstance, it really does set it aside from other courses that you might do. Mine, it really is a whole new life experience that we do together. So it's a very much a done with you model, not done for you or not just done by you. We do it together.
Fantastic. So much to learn. So, is it a group setting or you do provide one-to-one coaching also?
I provide one-to-one and group. So those who are doing my business domination program, I will do one-to-one. Also just specific unique requirements. Most people join the Women's Biz Tribe, and that means that they pay $10 a week. They access unlimited webinars, and they just join this global tribe. And so I make it sure that it's really affordable globally, that any woman could seriously tap in and get a global network and learn and grow from each other and my classes. Those who do my incubator programs get all of that personalized group experience, and they also get additional coaching programs delivered to them as well. So there's something for everybody: personal, group, very, very affordable. Also, those who are really ready to invest in being able to make those next massive shifts. And they're also layered, so they can come in from when you've even got an idea of a business to launching it and then growing. You can then grow it to multi 6 figures, and then you can also grow to become a real global icon in your area of expertise. So surrounded by that, I've also got a podcast called Memoirs of Successful Women. I've got a magazine, Women's Biz Tribe magazine. I've also got summits. So there's so many things that once you're in my tribe, you can then just grow and evolve into, and have opportunities in a safe environment that you can practice your pitching and your growing and your networking and your partnerships with people globally. So it makes it really affordable and easy to be able to
Wow.
have a successful journey.
It sounds amazing. Take a note, friends. Do register with Annie because there's so much she's providing and there's so much to learn from her experience. So, Annie, you're doing so much. My next question comes: how do you boost your productivity without causing burnout? It's overwhelming. The global online world is getting overwhelming. Our own to do list is getting overwhelming. What's the secret behind your productivity?
I think the secret has been hard learned, to be honest. I've definitely burnt myself out many times over my journey, and now it is the true understanding of what my unique strengths are, and being able to operate in those areas, and also then to be able to outsource and to be able to leave to the other people's expertise what my weaknesses are. So that view that you want to do everything, and sometimes you can do everything. Definitely, if you've started a business, you're a jack of all trades, we call it in Australia. So you could do all of those components, but to be able to grow and to scale, you have to, in my mind, I want to be working in my top 20% of Genius Zone. And so that other 80%, I have to get a model that is able to have people that are my team being able to do those. And that's okay. You don't have to do everything. So my view is I do what I do well, and I also then release those other areas to other people. And then I assess and I manage. By being able to do that, it means that I'm have more energy, more time released to the areas that I want to truly be in. And it also then fuels that energy in me because I love it, right? So we get burnout when we're just overworked or exhausted, or we're frustrated because we're unable to do the things that we love. And so my view is that you want to be able to live your life and your business in a way that you love it. That's the whole joy. I coach women to achieve financial independence so they can have freedom to make the choices that give them the life that they love. And so for me personally, I have to be able to model that. And so therefore I have intentional actions that I do every day, for example. So I always book in now my family time, my date night on Friday nights, my times that I pick up my granddaughters from preschool, my exercise times when I go to yoga. I actually pre-book them in my diary to make sure that those things that keep me balanced and healthy and happy are actually there before the busyness sets in. Otherwise, we fill our life with busy, and then we are treading water, and we often neglect ourselves, particularly as women. We self-sacrifice very easily, right? And so for me, it's actually knowing what my balance is, what my recipe for that is, and then be able to make sure that I stay grounded and centered in that way. And then I'll then also then see how many available hours I have, how much energy I have, and resources. And that's why it's even more important to be able to just be operating in my niche area and be able to relinquish. I think one of the most challenging parts is actually relinquishing different parts of your business because you love it, right? It's like your baby. It's like giving a part of your baby, to someone else. Whereas there's true freedom in that. Once you trust the business that you have designed or the life that you've designed and trust the people that you have put in it, you actually get more. You are able to rise higher because of their expertise and freeing yourself up to be, the person that you were actually born to be, not the person who can just do everything.
Fantastic. Thanks for sharing all the points. Now I understand the secret behind your vibrant smile, which I always find on social media. Every photograph, every video, friends, you will find Annie with such a beautiful smile and with lots of energy. So now we understand. Have your own rhythm for your balance and start delegating work to balance yourself. So yes, there are other points which Annie has shared. Let's follow that and apply in our life. So, Annie, what was the most significant aha moment so far in your life?
Oh, I've had so many aha moments, but I think the biggest one was probably when I was probably around 30 years old. And that was when I realized that I always wanted to be a businesswoman. I then had, 5 children, in quick succession. And I was having that mindset of what a shame I can't do certain things in my life rather than what I can. And that's at stage that I know women around the world, and then you get into this moment of, I really believe that I was worth more. I thought I had more opportunity or more potential, and we settle. And so I think I was going through quite a stage there. And then I realized at that moment, while I was having a big cry about, although I love my family and everything about it, my situation, I still wanted more. And I think I had that revelation when I had that moment of saying, Annie, you have to back yourself even when other people don't. You have to just show up even when other people criticize and they don't appreciate what you want for yourself in your life. I don't have to have their recognition and their support. And that was a massive shift for me, Charu, that I was then able to go, right, I'm going to go back and do, university. I'm going to be that businesswoman. I'm going to feed my leadership skills. I'm going to find people who are more like me that I can learn off and model off. And it really did show me that I had to do that for myself, and I had to find my inner driver of what that was, rather than just get, frustrated or wait. I think sometimes we see the beautiful end result and go, it seems unachievable. It seems intimidating. It seems that it's only available for other people. Whereas from that moment and the next 25 years since then, it's actually everything's achievable. It's just stepping stones. And, and around all of our busy contexts, and I had a very busy context with having 4 children in 2 years, but sometimes it's just, one subject at university, meeting one person to try something new, just to show up every single day towards the future that you're wanting to inherit. The sum of those todays is your tomorrow. And so I think my whole world shifted there when I actually felt like, oh, I'm always progressing. I'm always on a journey, and that is going to get me where I want to be. I don't know what it exactly looks like, but it certainly has become bigger and bolder and more amazing than I could have imagined, because I had that mindset. And so that was probably my most unique moment, to believe that the impossible is possible for everybody, including
Wow.
myself at the moment.
Sounds so inspirational. So it's all taking that first step instead of
Yes.
going back and taking responsibility of self. I think that is something which is very important for all women across the globe. So this, we have to learn that we have to have the faith in self and have to have the vision for self, a big vision, and belief, so that we can keep on moving and learning. Fantastic, share, Annie. My last question, please share some message for Meline's audience.
Oh, my message is for women in this network listening in here to actually just find out, what do you love? What excites you? What makes your heart beat a little bit stronger? What makes you smile? What gives you that Annie energy that you're hearing now? And that's unique to all of us. And there's so many times that we get told what we should be doing, the way we should be doing it, or what would be good for us. My message to you today is actually just to spend some time and think, what do I actually love doing? There's something on the planet for everybody. There's a potential business that you can create from absolutely anything, and you'll be more successful. And success is measured in a whole lot of different ways, whether it's power, influence, money, prestige, title. Actually, it might just be a balanced life that you love, living. We all have different determinations of what that is. So I think it's spending time to decide, what does success look like to you? How are you going to measure that success for yourself? What does it look like? And most importantly, what will it feel like to you? I feel like you know more when it feels right than sometimes what that picture looks like. And then just to start backing yourself, and also to give yourself permission that you don't need to know what the end result will look like. When I had a dream when I was 17 and wanted to be a businesswoman, I had no idea what that meant. And because you don't know what it actually even means and what it looks like, you can paint a very different picture. But beneath the picture is the reason why. And so if you lean into that, if you lean into, well, I just want to do the stepping stones, that picture will grow. It will create its own art and its own beauty and its own energy, and it will end up bigger and better and bolder than you can ever imagine in any sector of society or business. I think that's when people are truly satisfied and content with their life, and they have something to show because they're proud of who they are and what they have achieved in their life. So my view for those listening in is just back yourself and believe in your dream, because every dream is possible. And then also just give yourself permission to start taking those stepping stones towards making that dream a reality.
Beautiful share. So it's all about loving yourself, and it's all about knowing what you love, what brings that smile
Yes.
on your face, and keep working upon it, and you will grow certainly. Lovely things to learn from you, Annie. Thank you so much for your valuable time and sharing the knowledge you're having. Do reach out to Annie, friends, if you want to learn from her and register in her incubation group. So yeah, thank you so much. Do subscribe to Women Lines. Don't forget to share with your network, because sharing is caring, and apply the knowledge. Make it a superpower for you. Then you can learn and grow beautifully. So see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Annie.